Did the hit Sweet Misery ruin the band Teaze? I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Canada. Could one song ruin a band? Well, it could if it's a song that's really out of character for the band. But let's think about a rock band like Foreigner releasing Ballads. It didn't kill them. It was at a different time than when Teaze released Sweet Misery. And there's always different circumstances. By the time the band Foreigner released Waiting for a Girl Like You or I Want to Know What Love Is, they were already a pretty big band. They could afford to take a chance. Teaze, however, had one hit, and it was Sweet Misery, and it was out of character. Some people say it ruined the band. I asked the boys.
I would agree with it. I would agree that it was tough to overcome that. No, nobody likes the...
Because it surprised the public. Well, it just came out of left field.
Let me give you a fact here, John. Yeah. We'll talk about it.
Go ahead, Mike.
First time we went across the country with April Wine, our first big tour. So, we probably did like 60 cities or something. Sweet Misery was out. That's the only thing they knew about the band. We didn't play the song. We didn't play it at all. 60 cities. So we go on tour. Everyone's, that's a scoop. So we figured it didn't fit in the set. We had a kick-ass burning set, and it just wasn't enough time in 30 minutes to do what we wanted to do. And I don't know, the decision was made not to do the song. So after that, I think we had to pull back a lot because a lot of the people that went to go see us for that song realized that we weren't about that at all. So things changed from that day on. We kind of everything. Maybe if we pursued that, things would have went easier for us. But it did. Well, it hurt us in a way.
Look, we weren't. That's just not what we produced.
No.
99% of the stuff was not Sweet Misery.
Yeah. So and it was a last minute thing as usual. We don't have a hit. We need a hit. All of a sudden, we had that song. Guy puts a piano part on that we never heard. The Floyd Kramer kind of thing.
George Lajos took over the song, the producer, and that was his baby, and he just did a great job on it. It's a great AM record for Canada back in those days, but it was just...
It brought confusion to the public.
It just wreaked havoc on our image and what we were. So here we're going out, and you saw how we're dressed and stuff like that. It just, in a 40 or 35-minute opening set, it would just take the air out of the balloon, right? So it just didn't make any sense. But it's hard when every town we went into back then, we had the #1 song on the local chart, right? So... But I don't regret it.
I do.
For me,
they do. I don't.
For me, I remember it. Maybe
There's room in that set. There's always. It's a way. It was our perception. It would have been nobody else's perception. It was the band's perception, and we could have did it.
Absolutely. Remember when
100% wrong.
Yeah. I remember when we hit.
We're doing it now.
Yeah, but we're 65 years old, too.
Sorry, Brian, what were you saying? Brian's trying to get it.
I remember when that stands out to me. Maybe they have other times, but I remember we hit Sydney. Huge arena, like the one wall was all glass. I can still remember it. We had Pink Floyd's Light Man traveling with us. We had a big show. We go up there, and then they started telling us, you guys are going to have a lot of people, but they want Sweet Misery. It was like 60% of it was middle-aged moms who brought their daughters, had no clue. So remember, we had to pull out stools, and we had to do it that night because we had all these people asking us to do it. I don't know if that's the first time, but I remember doing it there.
And we did it in Japan when we headlined the tour, so we did it.
Did we do it when Triumph, the time that they...
Yeah. One night, Rick Emmett blew his face up with a flash pot. And they call us on the phone. They says, you got to get back here or else we have to give everyone back their money. And will you please finish the show?
We had left.
So we went back to the arena. We had left the arena. Went back to the arena. We started playing. We ran out of material to find there was only one song left, Sweet Misery. We play it and the joint just erupts, right? There's a revelation. You know.
Do you remember that, Mike?
Of course I remember.
Yeah.
I remember being back at the hotel and they called us and they said, you got to come back. Rick Emmett's going to go to the hospital. Says you got to come back, and they said you guys got to come back because we're gonna have to pay all, give everybody their money back if we don't put a band on the stage. And so I remember saying, "We'll come back, but you got to let us work the sign. We have the Triumph. We want the Triumph sign on."
We're singing Sweet Misery with the Triumph sign going.
I played that set like this. I was looking around because the lights are so good, right? And the Triumph signs on, right?
Hey, we had to come back. All our stuff was tore down and packed away. We had to use their equipment.
Yeah, that was the.
Crazy.
But the people were happy.
Wow.
A Night of Classic Rock is the next Teaze concert. It's August 25th in Liverpool, Nova Scotia. They'll be playing with Honeymoon Suite and Matt Minglewood. We'll have a link to their Facebook page in the description of this video. I want to thank Mark, Brian, and Mike for talking to us. I've always been a big fan of the band Teaze. I saw them in concert in Miramichi, New Brunswick, back when Miramichi was called Newcastle. I think I was 17 or 18 years old. Loved the show. Had 4 of their albums. Still have them in my record collection. But as you could tell from the clips, we had a good time talking. Hopefully I'll get them back on the show. Make sure you comment on our videos, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Canada.